He's going to trap him. He's brought the Disruptor in there. Even with the kinetic field time, Vanscore's got no route of escape. Good block out from Funnick. Realizing that that corner was the only way in. That is a really rough spot. He'll dodge out the Light Strike Ray with his Disruption. And I'm unsure whether he can actually stay alive here. He turns to fight. The Fish is good out from Seneko. Snowball going to chase down the Shadow Demon though. Can't really get up the high ground. LSA will secure that kill, and Hovost moving over, looking for a counter. But always want to fly. He's got the escape. He can actually deny himself to these neutrals if he really wants to. Oh no, he doesn't. The Fisher lands on his head.
And good game sense by Seneko, recognizing that's what he's going to go.
Efficiency out this, but the Fisher block off. In comes Hovost as well. Snowball back onto PSM. And always want to fly. He's on the retreat. Again, he's very quick. On his feet. With the LSA, just to try and deter Hovost from chasing. It looks like he's going to get hunted by Seneko here. But he's got no mana for this.
Seneko is just hoping that Always Wanna Fly goes and tanks some neutrals again. Like, tries to kill himself. Maybe he'll get a last hit. But Always Wanna Fly is quite happy to just keep fighting at the moment. Both heroes have boots. Oh, Dandy's come across. Always Wanna Fly is in huge trouble.
Yep, Light Strike Ray will land, but the bottle charging out over onto Seneko should give him enough mana for Fisher. Yep, it will. Always Wanna Fly has run them around quite a fair bit though. And I was going to say, with these dual lane sets set up, it's perfectly fine for Seneko to do this, because you're wasting time with Lina. You're not really going to be doing much else as the Earthshaker with no mana anyway, so you are...
Yeah, this is, by the way, this movement around the map by Dandy, it's actually like signature Dandy.
100 left, and it's not... Oh, he's going to get a kill. Final, with a DD rune still up and running. Dandy has to blink away. 3 seconds. He's been stunned up. Stick Charge is ready. He's going to get it off, but he's still going to go down. Funnick turns to try and fight Iceberg, but the glimpse back. I'll keep Iceberg alive for now. He'll kill off Vanscore, but Always Wanna Fly will find the trade-off here. Unless Funnick can stick himself up. These sticks, the magic ones, are keeping everybody alive. PSM now has run in with a disruption. Always Wanna Fly, Dragon Slave. There we go, secures the kill. But Iceberg is pushed by the Oh! Funnick, maybe thinking he didn't have that kill on the Soul Spirit. Could have gone for the Lina, but he's going to pay for his life. Onto the tier 1
back alive though.
Dominating streak off the clockwork onto that Tusk, and Always Wanna Fly on very low HP. He does not have a wand, and Dendy's on the hunt. One more blink forward. It's on corner for 5 seconds time, and Dendy can't find us. He actually cannot go looking for this kill.
You know what? The play Dandy makes there's intuitive. Shadow Strike the one who's not going to die straight away, and then Scream and you'll kill the one and try to chase the others. He's going to be fine with Elskar. The issue is that because he's got that double Shadow Strike build instead of just 1 and 3 in Scream, if he has the 3 in Scream, that's perfectly legit. Because he only has 2 in the Scream, I almost feel like he wants to just Shadow Strike the Lina and get actually a similar style to what Dandy's been following here for the Storm. But I think that it's more dangerous for the Storm. Sure, he's got more creeps. So speaking of Dandy, he's been snowballed on. He doesn't have Blink.
He's got stick charges, but that's a really big pick-off there. Funnick with a hook shot through. The trade-off is Lina. Catching that Laguna Blade over onto Dendy. Goretz has kind of snowballed into his death here. Trapped off by Cogs and Ice Shards. I don't get the reasoning behind that call now. I'm not going to follow this through.
Knock it's of course, you know, he's always up for some more. Just seeing if anyone else is.
Well, what do you think the reason is for the snowball from Goretz there?
The snowball?
Yeah, because he went in 1v3 or 1v4 even, thinking he could get a kill. Can as well. It gives you that early Roche potential where you can basically just go and 1v1 the big guy. But maybe this is a more farm-based build, where with the Helmet Dominator, you know, and Ogre Club picked up first. Is he gonna go first item BKB?
I think he feels like he has to. I think he knows. He's pretty far behind Storm. He sees Storm is rushing Orchid, and what is he meant to do if he doesn't have a BKB or at least a Yules? And
Hello kills. Artez is gonna try and bring down the Gyro, but he's being ripped apart. The Blade Mail's up, the life breaks out, but Artez can barely find the kill on Hovost with the Burning Spears. They found a 3-for-1 trade-off, 4-for-1 now. As that Lina drops, and Disruptor running himself away as far as he can.
Yeah, Hovost just, that's early BKB, really doing work there. The Magic Wand also, the lifesteal, just like, they really felt like they could kill him a lot faster, and it just took longer and longer and longer. And that, some part of that is related to the fact that Huskar didn't go for that armlet first, because he's not getting the Burning Spear damage.
Vanscore, he glimpsed him back, and then he's stuck in the trees, TPs himself away and can't find That's sneaky little something. I don't think they can chase Seneko here. Got a Fisher to block their advance as well. And in fact, he's just going to try and TP. Light Strike Array not forthcoming. I'd always want to fly with the drums. Actually going for more of a stats-based build, rather than the Arcane's own Dual Scepter we're more used to seeing.
Yeah, it makes him a bit tankier, and I think he's worried about being burst down. Also useful for his team, a team item, but I gotta say these last few series of events suggest to me that CIS Rejects sort of they're helping themselves to the assumption that when they go on Na'Vi, Na'Vi's gonna...
Iceberg zips even further forward, looking for Dendy, and he might just find him. The final hit there gets on 4 for 2. Only losing your 2 supports, and that's big, that's huge.
That's so big, because almost always when you see a team smoke into an enemy team, and they approach the high ground that way, the team who's holding the high ground usually takes that fight. I think Na'Vi were just so surprised. Even though they were all grouped up taking the ancient stack, they were just not ready, not at all expecting the enemy team to smoke into them there, and took a bit too long to react and get themselves together.
So the big thing is the Ice Shard hitting Seneko. Because if he gets that Blink Echo Slam, the fight's over. Well, Hookshot actually comes in here. Storm Spirit still picks up the Aegis. Just trying to find the kill onto Iceberg. PSM may be a purge. He's going to kill off the Storm. I guess he doesn't want him to come back to life straight away, but Phosphorus will drop for his efforts. Iceberg, of course, comes straight back to life. Going to get the kill on PSM pretty simply here. Disruption drags it out, but Shards will secure it.
Yeah, and this is that thing, if the fight doesn't start according to plan for Na'Vi, all of a sudden they have to scramble to try kill Huskar. And that's what happened in that fight. Havor spends a lot of time attacking Huskar. I almost think if he was attacking other people he'd get more done, because all the work he did on Huskar, followed by the Dandy Sonic Wave, didn't actually kill the Huskar. And yeah, like you said, if Earthshaker gets his blink off, that's obviously a different story, but this is just one way in which the
end, pretty much everyone dies.
Do you know that is so big? Shadow Demon got a double kill. He survived the fights, he got a dominating streak as well, and suddenly he has a Glimmer Cape. We were just talking about how he's the martyr role, he's been feeding all game, not getting much gold. And I mean, he got 1,400 gold in that fight essentially. He bought the whole Shadow Amulet. And that's really going to make a big difference. Like, now there's detection needed to deal with them, even if there's detection reduced. He struggled a bit at the start, he only had a BKB for a long time. He's getting now towards that Aghanim Scepter, and I think that's super important that he goes to Aghanim Scepter. Because you'll notice he doesn't use his ulti ever in this game, except to kill Huskar. He just doesn't. Like, a fight breaks out, Clock's caught a bunch of people, ES has caught a bunch of people, he's just holding that Sonic Wave because he knows that he needs to help the boss to kill the Huskar. And in some ways it's also a failure of the Storm Spirit. The Quap gets to do that all the time. I suppose because Quap rushes BKB, Storm can't actually control Quap that easily, but even without the Orchid, you'd think that Storm Spirit can kind of like interfere, keep the Queen of Pain potential for that cooldown issues, that he's just always got the ulti whenever they do fight the Huskar, because they actually do still struggle to deal Huskar when there's no Sonic Wave.
Yeah, they desperately wanted to try and take a fight before the Roshan, right? That's why they sprinted themselves up onto that high ground to find a pick off in the jungle. But maybe it would have been a little more worth it if they'd smoked up and, you know, gone around the long way.
Panic might go in here. He did last time, won the fights, and here now there's like this really relevant threat in the Storm Spirits, and they just didn't have enough to deal with both.
So Neko's positioning a little bit too far forward, I feel. He went for the blink and then block off from this direction to actually get the opening onto the Huskar, but Iceberg's positioning on the other hand was perfect. In these trees, he made the zip, zap, just found pick off after pick off. Then he's forced to use his ulti to try and slow down this push. Iceberg no longer has Aegis, he's going to regen himself back up. Zip away. But Echo Slam is such a vital part of Na'Vi's defense. Not being able to use it in 3 fights in a row, it feels like. The fight towards the Ancient. Gets the damage down onto PSM, and then he has to blink back. Seneko on the retreat out. Na'Vi with Gyrocopter dead. Buyback available. My co-caster scant. Are you here? Are you watching this?
Yeah. I think he doesn't buy back just because he didn't have Flak or ulti or BKB ready. But is he just not gonna buy back full stop? Is he waiting for those cooldowns? Or maybe during that really long pause, Na'Vi just discussed like, look, we're probably gonna lose this game. Maybe let's just go to the next one.
Maybe, they just lost 2 lanes of ranks over and inside Seneko. He wants this Echo Slam. He wants the Blink Echo from the back. But with no creep wave here, with nothing, he's going to go into the middle of 3 heroes. Artez is the one that's caught and focused down. Sonic Wave going across from Artez. He can almost toggle through though, and he's got 1 kill already. Gyro dead a secondary time. GG is called.
Yeah, so a really long pause just for a pretty quick end.
Continuing from their great play the other day against Alliance, 2-0ing them. Are they going to be able to do the same up against Na'Vi? We'll find out in a couple of minutes. Game number 2 coming up in a couple. See you soon.